Hi, this is Paul. I want to talk about a story that I saw in the news the other day. It took place in Florida, where else, of course, about a woman with a 4-year-old, Jamie Gilt. She lives in Florida, and of course, she's a big guns right advocate, and she believes in guns, and she lives in a rural area, and she believes in, that's her way of living, and they grew up loving guns, and she loves her guns. She even posts a lot of posts on Facebook about her love of guns and how her 4-year-old child that she has gets jacked up when they go to shoot his little 22, and he gets to use it. And and of course, personally, I feel that people should have access to guns. I think cops, and of course, military, of course, and responsible people should have access to guns. Of course, criminals and crazy people shouldn't have access to guns, of course. And I do think there's way too many guns in this country. I think there's some figure. I think that's over 300 million guns in the United States, which is crazy. Basically, like a gun for every person, which is insane. But I still believe people that are responsible should have rights, can have access to guns. Okay, and actually, they should enforce, you know, the gun laws that are on the books. I think that people should do that. But her case is ridiculous. Now, a day after posting on Facebook about her love of guns, her 4-year-old child, uh, sitting in the back seat of a pickup truck, picked up a loaded 45 caliber weapon and shot his mother in the back. But thankfully, he only winged her in her shoulder, and she's alive, of course. But of course, she's in the hospital recovering now, and she's going to be possibly charged by the cops because that's criminal negligence. You given a 4-year-old access to a loaded weapon, which is insane enough. Okay, and of course, her family comes out saying that we shouldn't. That's not nothing's going to change. She still loves guns, and she thinks that the gun rights advocates are all over her, saying okay, will this change her opinion about guns and nothing? And the mother says, no, it won't. She still loves guns, and they always loves guns. And this was a simple accident. No, this was negligent. Okay, this is a preventable accident. Okay, the mother who so loved guns so much, she's so irresponsible to put a loaded weapon next to a 4-year-old. Really, a 4-year-old? Okay, how insane are you to put a loaded weapon next to a 4-year-old? Thankfully, he only winged you. Thankfully, he didn't kill her, or thankfully, he didn't put the gun to his head or put it in his mouth and blown his own head off. But I can even imagine the trauma this kid would be going through if he accidentally killed his mother. Okay, he's 4 years old, and thankfully, hopefully, 4 years old, hopefully he'll have time to process what happened, and he can, get over it. Hopefully, it won't have no lasting psychological effect on him. But for her to be a gun rights advocate and be so poor in gun safety is ridiculous, or just proves that she shouldn't have access to guns. If you're so irresponsible to put a loaded 45 caliber weapon next to a 4-year-old, okay, you're insane, and you're negligent. Okay, so I just to me it's totally insane that she would that you could be pro gun all you want to be, but you got to be responsible, especially if you have a young child, and especially if you're teaching a young child how to use a weapon. And I think wouldn't most rights advocates say the first thing you got to teach people is gun safety? Wouldn't that be the number one thing? So this woman has basically proven that she's not responsible for guns. So giving her access to guns is insane, especially when her 4-year-old could have blown his head off or blown her head off, more importantly, which would have been just insane. So I'm all for gun. People can have gun rights all they want to, but you got to be responsible. There's no way in the world a 4-year-old should be anywhere near a loaded weapon. Okay, and this lady is nuts. Okay, to think that she should, have access to guns because she's proven that she's been irresponsible and she's not responsible. And that's just my opinion about this. Let me know what you think about this story. What do you think about it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And again, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.